My name's Chris. I'm based in the Psychology Department at the University of Bath, and I'm researching public perceptions around lab-grown meat products.
My name's Claire Forrest. I'm in the Department of Psychology, and I'm looking at developmental language disorders and how they affect the mental health of adolescents.
I'd really recommend doing a PhD at the University of Bath because they have great facilities, particularly in the Psychology Department. We're based here in a new building. There's also fantastic support for PhD students right across the board, particularly with regards to integrating into the rest of the student community.
So the Department of Psychology in the University of Bath is growing. We've got lots of different labs here, virtual reality lab, Create lab that does research in human-computer interaction. So there are lots of facilities available to carry out your research.
Psychology at the University of Bath has an applied focus. The usual disciplines in psychology, so cognitive psychology, developmental, clinical and health. Within each of those areas, the academics are trying to address real-life problems, so things like loneliness, integrating people with autism into the education system, and also helping people who've experienced trauma.
I've always enjoyed doing research in my studies, and getting to do that for 3 years is really, really fun. And also having a supportive supervisor, so you've got the freedom to do your own research, but you also have that help as well. I think it's really great, and you can pursue your research interests as much as you want doing a PhD.
So a PhD is an intensive period of study, usually lasting about 3 years for the active part of the PhD, where they're collecting data, designing experiments, getting ethical approval, and then students tend to take maybe another 3 to 6, maybe up to 9 months after that to write up their thesis, and they're examined by external people to look at the quality of the PhD.
There are multiple things that I've enjoyed about my PhD. One is I'm able to work at the timings that I am comfortable working. Also, meeting new people and going to conferences is the best part.
So I primarily chose the University of Bath because my supervisor here was one of the people in the country who had done work in this area before. I was also attracted to the really great city. I mean, it's just in one of the most beautiful cities in the UK for me.
The advantages of studying for a PhD, some people talk about it as if it's a driving license to be an academic. So you're doing a piece of research, many people get it published in the process of doing that, and then afterwards they might go into research, they might go into academia and teaching, they might also go and work for companies. Some people might even go into things like science journalism.
So I think the department is really great at building a sense of community, and there's a real focus on research culture here. So you get to know the staff and the students really well.
I'm blessed with 3 amazing supervisors. They've got loads of experience and their support has been really important for me.
I would really recommend doing a PhD in Bath because it's a very collaborative environment and everybody's willing to help each other with their research.